everyone, it's Munawara again. I hope you enjoyed my video on the how to make roses. If you haven't seen the video, look at the link below in the intro section. Today I'm going to show you how to make the rose leaf, and at the end of the video I'll show you how to make a spray using the roses, the rose leaves and some jasmine sprays that I made earlier. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with the equipment that we need. So we need rose leaf cutter, as you can see, and this is a rose leaf veiner. So this actually gives the texture and the pattern on the leaf to make it look as realistic as possible. You also need a rolling pin, which I have, which is a plastic one I have, and the 24 gauge wire again. Okay, and I've also got some colors, so I need the color to actually make the sugar paste. I'm using moss green for this one, and some for dusty. This is actually powder color. You also need some confectionery glaze, which we use right at the end. As always, we need some Chex butter and the sugar paste, the Chex butters and the egg white to use to soften the sugar paste, as always. Okay, so let's start with getting the sugar paste ready. Okay, so now I've added the colour, mixed it for a while, and make sure it's nice and stretchy. You need quite a dark green colour, which is like the natural rose colour. Okay, now we are ready to roll. Need to be as thin as it is for the rose petals. It needs to be relatively thin to be real lifelike, but it doesn't have to be that thin. You don't want it to be too thin, otherwise the leaf will not stand very well. So use the leaf cutter, cut the leaf. Okay, I'm just going to cut a couple of them. Basic shape of the leaf. Okay, so before we use the veiner, we need the wire, and you need a tiny piece of the green mix, sugar paste mix, just to cover the tip of the wire, because you don't want the wire, especially the white wire, to see through when you have the leaf. So this is just to camouflage that. So put the wire on the veiner. There's a little groove on there, so place it on that, and then place your cut leaf shape on top of that. Now you put the other end of the veiner on top and press quite firm. This leaves the impression on the leaf, as you can see. And then just shape the leaf with your hand, just so that you get nice folds on the leaf. You can see the impressions very well on this one now, on both sides. And the other side as well. Okay. So the leaf shape is ready now. I'm going to repeat it with the other two as well. Okay, you need to let the leaf dry for at least 24 hours before you can dust it. If the leaf is too wet, you can't dust it and glaze it very well. So I have a previously made leaf which is nice and dry now. For the dusting purposes, you also need a piece of paper and a size 3 or 4 brush, and you put some of your powdered colour onto the paper and just brush it onto the dried leaf like I'm doing now. You have to dust both sides of the leaf. That's the completely dusted leaf. As you can see, the colour has changed slightly, which is more like the fresh leaf colour. And then now we're going to glaze it. And for that, I pour the glaze into a little pot, which makes it easier. Dip the leaf into the glaze and make sure both sides are fully covered. The glaze should cover both sides of the leaf and all parts of the leaf. And then now you have to let this dry until it's fully dry, so it's no longer sticky. Now once the leaf is fully dry, we use the Stemtex tape to cover the rest of the wire so that the wire doesn't look white. So cover the wire all the way, just as you do with all the other roses and the jasmines. You can see that's the completed leaf with the wire covered now. Now we're ready to put this all together into a small spray. Okay, so here are some leaves, roses and some sprays of jasmine I made earlier. I'm going to now put these together to make a spray. So first of all, I'm going to put the leaves together just to make a combination of leaves. So I'm using 3 leaves here and using the Stemtex tape, just going to arrange them and bunch them together. Just move this aside. Okay, so you've just got 3 leaves here. And I'm just going to move them around just to arrange them in a pattern. So normally 1 in the center and 2 on the other side, like so. And I'm just going to do that for the rest of the leaves as well. Okay, that's the last of my leaf sprays. Then I will start trying to put the bouquet together. Okay, now we are ready to set the bouquet up. So you need quite a bit of Stemtex tape for this. So yeah, I just bend this at the in the middle of the stem, just so that I can arrange the flowers easily. So same with the jasmine spray. This is the spray I have made earlier. If you haven't seen my video on how to make jasmines, please look at the link below. Okay, now you just arrange it on how you would like it to be. So I'm going to use 3 leaves, a spray of jasmines, bud and a half rose, and I'm going to use the Stemtex tape to try and get it to hold all together. Okay, that's one part. Just be gentle with them because they are quite delicate. So I repeat it with another spray of jasmine, another 3 leaves. This is a bit fiddly, so take your time and don't rush them. This one I'm just going to use a spray of jasmine and the rose leaves only. I'm going to make one more of them. Okay, now it's time to put them all together. So the full rose is going to be in the center. And I'm going to try and put the other 2 on either side of it. So, because it's quite heavy, you have to make sure that they're all secured tightly. So I would put tape in between all of the layers. So put these 2 together, and then when you attach the next layer, use tape again to secure it. The other spray on the other side. Okay, so that's all the roses put together. Now I'm just going to use the sprays of jasmine on either side to add a bit more feature to the bouquet. Again, use this Stemtex tape to secure it. And be generous with the Stemtex because you need to make sure it's held in securely. And just rearranging the moving slightly as you want it to be. And you have it. That is the complete bouquet. I'm using the roses, jasmines and the leaves with this one. You can arrange them in any order you like. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a rose leaf and also seeing how they all put together in a bouquet. And if you enjoyed the video, I hope you like or subscribe. Thank you again, and hope to see you soon with the next video.